My name's Chris, and this is going to be my first Blender tutorial. It's mainly oriented towards a friend of mine who is interested in it, but doesn't really have time, so I thought I'd make a tutorial. And this one's going to be basically everything that leads up to animating and making text, a little bit of texturing, but a little bit of ease on the way in. So now I have a Blender open here with just an average plane, and my computer's a little jumpy, but that's just because I'm recording the video at the same time. So if you hit X and click, you'll delete, and what we want to do is hit spacebar, go to mesh, and add in a cube, and it's going to automatically be placed where your cursor is, and you can click and just change where your cursor goes. And your basic functions to move around in Blender is if you hold down Alt and click and drag, you'll rotate, and you can change how you rotate via this pivot window, but I prefer this. And to select an object, you just right click it, and then you can hit G to move it. You also start out with your light and your camera. So if you grab your cube, right click, hit G, you grab, and then you can constrain it to each axis, the X by hitting X, the Y by hitting Y, and the Z axis by hitting Z. So you could do that, and if you hold down Shift and scroll your mouse, you'll go up and down. Hold down Control, scroll your mouse, you'll go left and right, just other ways you can navigate around. And you can also press S for scale, and then you can scale in just the X-axis, just the Y-axis, or just the Z-axis. It's all pretty fun. So those are the basic things you will be doing very frequently, so just remember that. R for rotate, S for size, and G for grab. And it applies for all objects. You have your camera here, you can grab it, constrain, but if you change the size of it, the only thing that's really going to be changing is the display of it, how it appears on the screen. Sometimes you'll need it bigger, sometimes you won't, but that will pretty much handle everything you need for basic manipulation in the further tutorials. And I'm just going to go ahead and split these up, the tutorials that is. Got my notes here, so the main focus points of the text tutorials are going to teach you about manipulation, which is what we just went over, adding text, and how to shape it, which is the basic modeling, texturing, animating, and then finally rendering. So with that, I'll go ahead and just end this particular tutorial at this point, and we'll next go to adding and shaping text.